This is Brooklyn, New York. Mike Law, tú eres el futuro de la lucha libre. You're doing good. Your first contender shot for a great belt in Capital Wrestling. Doing well. I'm taking your belt. I'm taking your life. I don't care about you no more. I don't care about nobody. I know that Harry's giving me the big money. I'm gonna take my money. I'm doing my job. So Mike Law, you're going down. You're never gonna see a future in pro wrestling ever again. That's why? Because I am your Notorious 1-7 Homicide. Yo soy el futuro. No, el llegó right now because I am the man and you're not. So Mike Law, you're going down. Because why? Because I said so.
And Homicide getting these people amped up. Here we go. Homicide making his Capital Wrestling debut.
It wasn't Capital Wrestling debut, but this is a former Ring of Honor World Champion, a former TNA X Division Champion and Tag Team Champion, a certified New York legend in the ring, making his debut here.
No doubt about it.
Side headlock takeover, but craftily countered into a pinning predicament. But Mike Law wisely rolling, but still holding on, firm grip. Homicide looking to make a statement early. Strong Irish whip. Up and over goes Law. Arm drag. And again. Mike Law taking him down. And Mike Law showing that he's the gatekeeper here in the Capitol and the #1 contender for the Capital Wrestling Championship. Referee Nick Shin having to warn Homicide not to grab the hair, but again, back to it.
And the Homicide not known to play by the rules, but that's why I brought him in here.
Homicide known to make his own rules. I don't think anybody's going to argue with him. Arm drag, but countered.
The only rule Homicide has is you better get him his paycheck on time. And by paycheck, I mean cash.
Still waiting to be paid.
Well, you're not Homicide, so you're not getting paid.
And again, back to the hair was Homicide. Gaining control, but countered again. Homicide saying that Mike Law pulled his hair.
Well, Mike Law is not a trustworthy human being. He doesn't honor his word, so I wouldn't be surprised if he did try to pull his hair. He's not that bright either, so maybe he went for hair that didn't exist.
Oh, right to the eye. Homicide.
Some people say that Mike Law is you know, pound for pound, the toughest human being. But as far as I'm concerned, he's also the dumbest. Mike Law.
You know, with your personal issues, to the outside
here
goes Mike Law. His back slamming against that hard part of the ring on that beam. Where are you going, Harry? A closer look at what? Harry Turjanian abandoning his post here, standing in my way. Move out of the way! Referee for the count of 3. Oh, dropping him on the guardrail. Nick Shin trying to make sure that he gets it back in the ring. Oh, chops into the Skankfest crowd. They're enjoying it. Oh, open hand palm strike to the solar plexus. Oh, and driving his head into that support beam, that steel beam. And Harry Turjanian, did you get close enough, Harry? Oh, and dropping.
And he deserves it. That's what he deserves. Good on him. Good on him.
Dropping that guardrail on top of Mike Law.
And the colossal Mike Law. Nick Shin should do his job. Do a count out here. Come on.
Has to keep it in the ring.
I'll talk to Nick Shin about that later.
Battling back is Mike Law here. He earned this Capital Wrestling #1 contendership 2 years ago and was denied opportunity after opportunity by you, Harry.
I provided nothing but opportunities. I gave him an opportunity to join Team Entertainment, and he didn't do it.
Why would he?
Why would he? For a successful career, that's why. Because the owner is always right.
Oh, speaking of right, it was Homicide's right hand chopping Mike Law, but Mike Law does not want to be denied. Look at the toughness of Law. Both of these men, no stranger to each other, training at the doghouse. Oh! What a suplex, what an impact by Homicide. Locking eyes with Harry. Harry getting a closer look. What did that mean? Tossing him again to the outside. And what is Harry doing? What is Harry doing now? Choking Mike Law. What is Harry doing? You just get back over here.
I'm doing my job. I'm doing two things at once, which is more than you can do.
You don't even do one right, you bum.
I was just getting a closer look.
Fans asking to fight the ref. But Mike Law assaulted on the outside by Harry Turjanian.
I'm just getting a closer look.
How depraved are you?
Depraved? I'm the reason this all exists tonight, Steven. Mike Law and everyone else should thank me.
Oh, driving that back, which has been thrown about this entire place, onto his knee. Homicide again. Oh, driving it down. Harry Turjanian's hired gun. Oh, and to the outside. And again, Harry on the outside, choking him. Choking Mike Law. Mike Law fighting him off. And again, Harry.
It is estimated that 1 in 5 people has some form of superpower.
Big, broad guy with laser hands. That's Ray, all right.
I'm an alien.
Super strong, can punch through a mountain. And for 75 years, one station has brought these stories to you.
I am an American.
Not with your major malfunction. He's
getting away.
Whoa, slow down.
My life was never the same.
Superhuman Public Radio.
Nothing can stop us now.
Going for the hat trick here, but blocked inside cradle. Cover. One, two. Mike Law almost cementing his #1 contendership here. Irish whip into the corner. Mike Law fighting back from the middle rope. Drop kick. Homicide in trouble. Cover. 1, 2. 2 count only as Harry Turjanian at ringside. Looking distraught. And Harry Turjanian trying to settle down the fans here at Skankfest. Mike Law fighting back. DVE. Locking it in. Yelling 187. Locking in that crab, that high Boston crab. Stepping over, and there's the full extension. Look at the torque on the back. Homicide spending most of the match working on Mike Law's back just to set this up. Now locking in the leg, transitioning to another submission here. Hard to see from this vantage point. Trying to lock in underneath the chin. The fans calling for a maneuver. I don't know anything about that. Referee Nick Shin. Oh, and in the corner. Look at Harry Turjanian in the corner. Still taking advantage. This is 2-on-1. This is ludicrous. Oh, chops to the chest. Going up top. Homicide raking the back. Homicide not a fan of fans calling for an unorthodox maneuver, giving Mike Law the opportunity to counter. Forearm Ducks underneath. Springboard moonsault, just catching him. Cover, this could be it. 1, 2. 2 count only. Says official Nick Shin. Oh, and here's Harry Tujanian trying to throw a shot, and Harry gets clocked at ringside. Goes to get him up. He's got him up. It's going to be a cop killer. Cover 1, 2, 3. You can count to 1,000.
Your winner from Brooklyn, New York, he is
Taken down, but quickly countered by Homicide.
Look at that again.
Almost a modified abdominal stretch here.
But see, Homicide, the reputation for Homicide is that he's a violent individual, and he's earned that reputation. But people forget about what a great ring technician he can be when he wants to be. Look at not even an ounce of wasted movement there.
Right now attempting to dismantle Matt McIntosh, but Matt McIntosh showing a flair that has made his championship reign the finest in the history of this company. No man here with the advantage here in the early goings of this matchup for the Capital Wrestling Championship. Thank you for joining us thus far in what some would call a dream matchup. Never thought we would see Homicide here in Capital Wrestling.
Well, you're welcome.
I will say this, I think this might have been a Zach Amico call.
Well, I hired Zach Amico, even if it was his call.
You hired me too, so by that logic, I'm doing pretty good.
I can't find anyone to do it cheaper than you are.
Strong right hand by Matt McIntosh, and Homicide almost saying, come on, is that all you got? Snapmare takeover.
Oh!
And a Pele-style kick almost. You know, he's got more than one kick.
Matt McIntosh or Pele?
Pele.
Oh, that forearm for Matt McIntosh. Now going up to the second rope, but Homicide quickly
shoving the champion outside of the ring. And could Matt McIntosh's championship reign be in danger here?
And that intelligence, the intelligence of Homicide to see the positioning and realize he can just shove Matt McIntosh up and over the ring. And now Matt McIntosh finds him in himself in a precarious position.
A precarious position that you put him in.
Hey, he's a champion. It doesn't matter. I didn't make this. I didn't make Homicide the #1 contender. All I did was have.
You didn't make him. You just had him.
He earned that fair and square against the colossal Mike Law.
Fair and square.
A tremendous competition.
Go back and watch the live from Skankfest feed. I guarantee you, anything but
On
fair
fight.
and square.
Hold on. I want to get a closer look at this, Steve.
A closer look. Where are you going? Again, Harry. Harry Tujanian leaving the broadcast table here. But Homicide locking that figure 4 style lock, but modifying it, using the shoulder to force one leg up while using the other to force his leg down.
No, no, no.
The referee admonishing Homicide for putting his hands on him, and Homicide saying no, no, no. But he's got to get back in the ring if he wants to win this matchup. Uppercut by Homicide here. Manipulating that arm again after working on that shoulder and those digits early on. Scoop power slam. Cover 1, 2. Could the champ have it? 2 count only. Matt McIntosh trying to retain his championship here. Milliseconds away. Looking for a double underhook. Can't maintain it. T-bone suplex. Homicide laying out the champion. This could be his opportunity. Cover 1, 2. Oh, Homicide with his feet on the bottom ropes.
I apologize for having to leave the announce. I'm just so excited by this. The prospect of Homicide being the Capital Wrestling Champion.
Why don't you sit down, Harry?
I can't sit down. This is such a big event. And I'm responsible for making it happen.
Pat yourself on the back a little bit harder. You might break your spine there, buddy. Tossing Matt McIntosh to the outside is Homicide. And no forgiveness. Into that guardrail on the outside went Matt McIntosh.
And Homicide helping Nick Shin learn how to count. How generous a Homicide.
Kicking the ref.
Well, the ref didn't see who did that. And Homicide out of the ring, so what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Oh, and now biting the fingers of Matt McIntosh is Homicide. I hope he used Purell before that. Harry Tujanian up again.
I'm sorry.
In front of the broadcast desk. And Homicide saying it's all over. Looking to win the Capital Wrestling Championship here.
I'm just very excited by this matchup that we have. It's incredible. This contest, this back and forth contest. And
we saw this at Skankfest on Mike Law. Could he be turning him into that high Boston Crab?
Trying to flip him over.
Torquing him while he does it too, so for the added pressure and pain. And now stepping over into that full Boston Crab. Look at the torque on the lower back of Matt McIntosh. Could this be it? Will he tap out here? Will Homicide become the Capital Wrestling Championship? Matt McIntosh fighting back. He's gotta get out of this. This could be it.
And Homicide
biting on the ropes, using it as leverage there.
Well, I don't think he had any choice. His face was near the ropes just due to the,
and translating into a crossface. But Matt McIntosh's legs are underneath the ropes, ref. Ref, pay attention, Nick Shin.
Well, sometimes it's hard to see those things from a vantage point. And it's unfortunate for Matt McIntosh, but certainly it's Homicide's gain.
Matt McIntosh, an incredible resilience being shown here by the champion to continue to fight through, to not tap out there. Oh, sit down, Harry Tujanian standing up here clapping for Homicide like a trained seal.
I can't help it if I'm excited. How great would it be for Homicide to be the Capital Wrestling Champion?
Homicide on that middle rope now.
To add that to the long list of titles that Homicide has held.
Looking perhaps for a tornado DDT, but shoved off by Matt McIntosh. Kick catching him right on the button, looking for it, he's going for it. Apple slicer. Nailed it, this could be a 1-2. 2 count only. That was it, that was the championship right there. Not many men have kicked out of the apple slicer.
I'll tell you one that did, Homicide, come on.
And the fans getting behind the champion here. How is Matt McIntosh standing? How is Homicide continuing to stand here as well?
Oh no, bad positioning for Homicide. Driven head first into the ring apron.
That unique German suplex sliding under the bottom rope, using the energy at a helo. And a standing moonsault. I'm sorry, standing shooting star press.
The action so fast and so furious. And how many times have you ever seen Matt McIntosh do that? He's trying to pull out every trick he can think of to defeat Homicide.
That's how much the Capital Wrestling Championship means to Matt McIntosh, a man who has put this company on his back despite the things that you have done to him.
Come on, Homicide.
Going up top is McIntosh. Went for a senton, couldn't land it.
Ooh.
And a cutter there, cut 1-2.
Homicide.
I cannot
almost
take much more of this. How close was that?
Almost the new Capital Wrestling Champion.
And I bet you would have just been overcome with joy.
Come on, Homicide, you can do this.
Sit down, Harry.
Come on, Homicide. Homicide just removing the elbow pads.
And the fans not responding to Homicide.
And this is where it gets more violent. This is where Homicide turns it up a little more.
stomping on the face of McIntosh.
Come on, Homicide, you can do this.
The face of Capital Wrestling meeting the boot of Homicide. And now the fist of Homicide. Countered. McIntosh. Not done as McIntosh driving that knee in. Cover, 1, 2, this has got to be it.
Oh, wow, so close.
2 count
Come
only
on,
as
Homicide, you can
McIntosh
do this.
getting Homicide up. Look at the strength in a torture rack-like position and driving him down cover.
No, come on.
This could be it,
come
too.
On. Oh, wow. Okay, so close. So close.
It would take mathematicians ages to determine just how close that was there.
I don't know if my
it's not a fraction small enough.
I don't know if my blood pressure can take this.
In the words of the great JD of the '94 New York Rangers broadcast team, get your cardiologist up here because we can't take much more of this.
Put that down. It doesn't matter. You can't use this. You want to win
Referee
it? You got to
Shin.
put it down. All right? Come on now.
Oh, and going low blow there. Schoolboy cover 1,
Come on,
2.
come on.
2 count only.
So close.
Despite the low blow
Hold
here.
on 1 second. I gotta get a closer look.
How could you let this happen, Harry? And Homicide, after the low blow, unable to put away Matt McIntosh. Inverted atomic drop. Step up Inzaguri. And Matt McIntosh going up top. Now getting on the ring apron. Matt McIntosh, what is he doing here? Oh, and knocking Harry Tajanian off. Is Matt McIntosh going up top? But oh, wait a minute. The distraction allowing Homicide. Allowing Homicide to take the advantage here. No, setting up. There it is, Cop Killer. 1, 2, 3.